Alright, so this is just going to be a quick, kind of silly video. So, before COVID, me and my wife traveled a lot. And I'm also one of the worst people in the world about actually exchanging my cash when I leave a country. So, I've got a lot of different stuff in here. So this will just be a quick video. I didn't do any research ahead of time. We'll just talk about what we got here. Missed one. So starting with the Philippines, that's where my wife is from. This is the 1000. As you can see, it's actually got kind of a ocean life theme. You can see here, there's a oyster with a pearl, the South Sea pearl. The Philippines is actually really, really big on pearl production. There's lots of pearl farms there, lots of pearls there. If people, those pearls get shipped to other countries in the world, so Philippine pearls kind of end up everywhere. You can even see here, maybe it doesn't show up very well. There, once again, pearl, oyster with the pearl. Alright, so that's the 1000. Here's the 500. This time, the theme is birds. So the 1000 is ocean, the 500 is birds. This is the blue-naped parrot. It's a very pretty bird. It might be more pretty in person than on the bill. And you can see the mark here is, those never focus well, a parrot. Another 500. Another 500. Here is 100 pesos. 100 pesos is about $3 US? No? $2 US. Okay. Here is the Central Bank of the Philippines. It was established in 1949, after it stopped being colony. Here we got a whale. Reverse always has a very nice map. And you can see they got a little dot actually of where the place is located. So this is Mayon Volcano. And there's a whale shark. This bill's design is a little older, as you notice. The security features here. Look, Bank of the Philippines. I bet I have a lot of 100s. Okay, here's the 50. Same thing. Even less security features this time. Here we have... Oh, this is the first National Assembly. That would be 1907. At that time, the Philippines was a colony of the United States. Here we have... This one's not in good shape here. Let me pick a better looking one. All right, here we have... You can see fish, Malapuro, and Taal Lake. So this is a lake inside a volcano. Have you been to Taal Lake? No? Okay. Oh, it's far. Okay. And then we get to the 20. So Filipino is the national language. This is what it's commemorating over here. Honestly, these don't show up super well on the camera, I'm noticing. Just looking at it, it looks like you can't see very well. So this one is commemorating legislative acts. Oh, there's the palace. Let's see. Which one has a better reverse? Oh. Banu Rice Terrace. Banaue Rice Terrace. These are those really famous terraces up in the northern part of the main island, Luzon. And here we have an Asian palm civet. So this is actually a really famous place. You see lots of like vloggers and travel people like go up there and tour around. And you've ever been? Wife's like, no, that's super touristy and it's super expensive, so I've never been.
You can afford.
And it's the far north, and my wife's from pretty much the far south. All right, here's a Hong Kong 20. This one's issued by the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. So one of the cool things about Hong Kong, also known as HSBC, the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, is in Hong Kong there are multiple banks that issue the paper money. So the different banks are going to have different designs for their denominations. Oh, that's actually really cool. I don't think I ever took a really good look at it. So here you are, you're looking down. Here's Victoria Harbor. This is probably up from Victoria Peak where they're looking down. You use a tram to get up there, unless you want to walk a long ways or drive. And it's actually a really nice place. We went there when we went to Hong Kong to get married. We went up there and we could look down onto Central. And then there's our hotel would have been right over there. Yeah, see? Look, you can almost see our hotel. Oh, I thought I had more Hong Kong stuff. All right, Macau. I think technically you're not supposed to walk over the border with Macau money, but they do not enforce this at all. As you can see, here's their symbol. That's the lighthouse in the southern part, if I remember correctly. I think I went there the first time I went to Macau. The last time was after our wedding, and there was a typhoon, so to be totally honest, we didn't actually see very much of Macau. We kind of stayed close to our hotel because it was wet and nasty. All right, here's the 10. I actually like the designs, a lot of the Macau designs. Macau's a really interesting place, just because the Portuguese mixed with Chinese is very interesting. The designs, the buildings, they have a lot of historical stuff left. Where Hong Kong did have some historical stuff left, but
it's more like general, very latest, like very
modernized. Yeah, where Macau, unless you go to that like strip of land that they basically built,
it's modernized, but they left like old sometimes.
Yeah, they left a lot more historical stuff in Macau, which I like personally, and it's my taste. There's parts of Macau, even just walking around. It's one of my favorite cities I've been to just for walking around, partially because it's so small. The food is really good. The egg tart, amazing. Pigeon. Oh yes, the pigeon in Macau is amazing. Yeah, that was good. Yep, here's another 100. I think because we were kind of running a little late when we were leaving Macau last time. I think I was kind of, didn't remember. Oh yeah, no, this one has the security feature too, off on the side here. There's the big bridge that connects some of the islands. Here's another 10. Here's the one with the statue. Now, the 10s and all of them have more than one style. So this is one of the old temples. Diama, I believe is the name in Portuguese. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name in Chinese, though. So yeah, not all the 10s have the same design, which is kind of cool. Yeah. China. Oh, yeah, sorry. Part of the reason for that is the same as Hong Kong. Different issuing bank. Banque Nationale, Bank of China. Yeah. I feel like I didn't see as much Bank of China issued stuff. Oh, and here we're getting to Taiwan. We lived in Taiwan for quite a while, so yeah. Very normal money to me. Yushan Mountain here. The local pheasant type. There were 3 different types of pheasants actually inside Taiwan. I only ever saw the ringneck and the swains. You can see up here, I like the faded marks they have on the right. Security feature here, you can see if you blend it in the light correctly. I'm not sure the camera's picking that up. Says 1,000. Same on this side, although that's much more clear on camera. Here you have some children talking about the importance of education. You can see in the background there's another child there. She's a little older, faded away. A lot of technological stuff here, I think. Yeah, another telescope. Actually a really cool design in the 1,000. There was a 2,000, but I never saw them in circulation. So in Taiwan, the 200 and the 2,000, they were around, but you pretty much never saw them. Kind of similar to the 2,000 here. All right, we got the old boss. There he is, like, you know, meeting babies and greeting babies and stuff. Once again, we have a cool little security feature here that I'm sure is not getting picked up on camera. Yeah. Here's the old boss's place. In Taiwan, I feel like you mainly used the 100 and the thousands. And not the other denominations so much. I have a bunch of 100s, yeah. I actually, now that I think about it, when I bought my train ticket and paid for my taxi and stuff to leave, I didn't bother to change my money once I got to the airport. 100. And then we have the U.S. bills. I'm from the United States, so this is, I guess, pocket money for when I go back, whenever that will be. Haven't been back in years, and neither has my wife. But yeah, we still have pocket money in both countries at least. So here we have a US $1 bill. This one's actually quite old. You can see it's 2009 series. Yeah, nothing too cool about the serial number. Design was kind of flat back then. I think the design is different now, but I haven't been back to the US in like 3 years? Over 3 years. Probably will be 4 years by the time I actually get back. But yeah, it's kind of an older one. Maybe the 20. These designs are a little newer. Yeah, 2013 series, 2017 series, 2009 series. I remember when I was a kid, the 20 was a much simpler design, kind of maybe closer to what this one looks like. But then they added in a lot of anti-counterfeiting stuff, and they did it to the 20 first, because I guess the reasoning was that the 20 circulates the most, which makes sense. It's kind of was the perfect denomination size, although I wonder with inflation if it's going to start to be the 50 circulating more, because, you know, purchasing power of the dollar is going down. And there's been a lot of inflation recently. This sign's kind of cool. Its background's not too busy. I've heard some people complain about that. Alright, and then the US 50. I actually really like this design because you can see it looks like a flag in the background. It looks like the flag's behind him. This is from the 2013 series. It's got Grant on it. The capital on the back. Same thing with the 20. It's got all these 50 marks in the background. Supposed to make it harder to counterfeit. Security features, you know, you put them under a black light. It looks totally different. That's true with a lot of bills. Yeah. I do wonder that with inflation, if the 50 is going to start to be in a lot more people's wallets, because the purchasing power changes. Yeah, I don't really love the plain background on the one. Not that I've looked at one in a long time. So we got, well, 5 nations. We got the Philippines, Taiwan, Hong Kong, only one bill from Hong Kong, and Macau. So, actually, interestingly, those are all places that me and my wife have been together. I don't have any bills from countries I went to without my wife, actually. Love the size difference. You can see that the Hong Kong 20 is just tall, and so is the Macau 100. They're sort of, their size depends upon the size of the bill, which some countries do. In Taiwan, it's the length. So the 1,000 is longer than the 100. Instead of it being, wider, it's longer, which is kind of nice. And then the US, they're just all the same. No real change. Yeah. All right. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just kind of a fun look at some of it. I also have a lot of coins that are still circulating, but that's going to be a much longer video, and I think I'll make it its own video at some point.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend, for it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end, no they don't